There's been a pandemic of amplifying introvertedness and you're not even realizing it. A few examples include social media justifying and glorifying the fact that being an introvert is okay when it's literally not. Impact of cell phone usage. Screen time has literally replaced our social time, therefore decaying our social skills. Parents overprotecting their children to not go outside, socialize, and play. I grew up with that, and that obviously destroyed my social skills and confidence around people. Childhood trauma or traumas that have been left by your parents abusing you, also growing up as a kid. And finally, indoctrination. You were also indoctrinated to be an introvert. Your parents telling you to restrict yourself whenever you're around people. That obviously programmed your brain to just lay off and be relaxed and shut your emotions down whenever you're in front of people, and therefore affecting your social skills, confidence, and other social interaction skills. Just like in the school system, how the teachers always told you to keep quiet whenever you were talking too much. How the teacher always dismissed you when you were misbehaving in a current standard they didn't like. Those were what indoctrination is. Indoctrination are beliefs and ideas which have been forced into you that influence the way you act, what you believe, your thinking patterns, and all that. But especially what you believe. And obviously what you believe plays an important role in how you act out. You act in how you think and how you believe. And indoctrination is what influences that. For example, if you always hear that you need to always restrict yourself around people, then you'd all subconsciously absorb that, and there will be a belief, like a subconscious belief that you believe in, that whenever I'm around people I shouldn't talk too much, and therefore you end up being an introvert. But that's not being an introvert out of being, a good thing, right? It's being an introvert out of a trauma, a thing that's literally limiting you. You limit yourself. And yeah, sure, I could go on and on and on and on. But the truth is, there's a lot of factors that have been led to you being antisocial or you being a shy introvert. But the most important things are these three things that I'm about to mention. Number one, be aware of them. Be mindful whenever you're acting shy or acting introverted in an unhealthy way. In an unhealthy what? Fuck. In an unhealthy. What the fuck? In an unhealthy way. Yeah. In an unhealthy way. Yeah. Yo, try to say it, bro. This should be tricky. Be introverted in an unhealthy way. Number two, you know the cause of it. Just like the previous things that I mentioned before, like childhood trauma and all that. The best way to know what's causing your low confidence, your introvertedness, your shyness is literally by being educated. Go out there and read books, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel, as I'm gonna be, I'm gonna help you more knowledgeable about all these things, right? Also, yeah, join my program one-on-one, also help you with that. And finally, number three, realize that it is your responsibility to heal and improve yourself. You might find out that it's external factors that has led to your introvertedness, shyness, etc., etc. It is your responsibility to literally improve on these factors, improve and heal from that, right? Your parents might have abused you, your school teacher might have led to you being so shy, your bully could have done that, this and that and that. You might find a lot of external faults, a lot of external factors towards, this led to me being antisocial, blah blah blah. But your responsibility here is to improve yourself. Those bullies, your mom, your whatever, right? They wouldn't come here and heal you, and therefore always feeling empathetic and always feeling vulnerable, and the poor me, blah blah blah. You know what? Obviously, it's normal through this process to feel like that, but don't allow that to hold you back. Actually, take responsibility for your own life to improve yourself. Well, and it's obviously an unfortunate factor, right? I know, sure, it sucks. Your parents might have abused you, this and that, have traumatized you. Now you got like low self confidence and all that. But it is your responsibility to literally take upon improvement and healing yourself. Why is it important to heal yourself from being the socially withdrawn introvert? But I won't lie to you, there's like a lot of reasons why it's actually important to heal that. But for me, here's like my top or reasons too, right? Number one, you enjoy life much more better. I like this analogy. I was talking to this other guy the other day, right? Like we were talking about how important it is to heal yourself. And I gave off beautiful analogy, right? Just like, a pipe, let's say like a water pipe, right? You're making your way, it's just making its way to like the destination. It's clean water. That's your life over there. That's your life. And therefore, there's dirt around it. And what happens, it's clean water, and then after it's flowing through a pipe, and then there's like, dirt. The dirt, you won't flow fluently. There's rocks, there's like small rocks and everything like that. You won't flow fluently. But then when you remove the dirt, when you remove the rocks and everything like that, you start to flow much more fluently, 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 and cleaning that dirt that represents healing yourself through the inner child traumas, through the maybe the breakups, maybe this and that and that and that and that, right? That's how it is. You experience life in a much more better way. I mean, holy fuck. When I started improving on, started improving myself, started, being much more confident, working on my confidence, working on my social skills, etc., etc. Yes, it was hard, but the rewards after that. Imagine this, going to approach a goal fluently without any, thoughts, without any procrastination, talking to someone much more fluently, you're present in that moment, you're literally laughing, you're literally having the best time of your life, literally being present. Imagine that. That is gold, bro. That is gold. I mean, I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but trust me, once you get to experience that, once you get to flow through the pipe fluently, wow, it's like a huge game changer. It's a huge game changer, for real. Life becomes so much fulfilling when you like present, when you've healed through your childhood traumas. You start to even know who you are. And what do I mean knowing who you are? You start to reveal the authentic side of you, especially when you like have low self confidence. Low self confidence. When you have low self confidence, you are afraid to embrace who you are and everything like that, right? And then the other reason why it's important to healing yourself and being that socially withdrawn introvert is literally the opportunities it presents to yourself. Holy shit. You do not know the amount of opportunities that I had by just socializing with people. When you socialize with people, right, especially with confidence, when you're fluent, when you're charismatic, holy fuck, especially when you're charismatic, you meet a much more like you have much more good opportunities in life. It's like life is amplified with opportunities. Especially, I remember when I was like working in this other area, I was like the best employee over there because of how charismatic I was. I used to like work as a waiter and all that. I used to be much more charismatic with the customers, smiling, and I was fully present and all that. Waiter of the month, waiter of the month, waiter of the month. Even on interviews, I nailed my interviews because I was much more fluent, much more energetic, much more charisma, and much more open and free and all that. My social skills are like on top of the roof. And why is that? Because I healed myself. I mean, there's a lot of more advantages, but just in general, not being shy to talk to a new person, not being shy to just talk to a new person, interact, find opportunities, and opportunities are presented in other people. I mean, they say network is your net worth. Exactly, that's what they say. And I found that I've been presented a lot of opportunities just by knowing people, just by knowing strangers. I exchange numbers with strangers, and boom, opportunity arises. Trust me, it's so good. There's like a fuck ton of advantage. Just also healing yourself from all these childhood traumas and everything like that. It improves your relationships. It improves your relationship, your intimate relationships. Trust me. There's a lot that you don't know. I mean, I can even say how important it is. I can even emphasize how healing yourself is gonna be like a great thing towards your improvement. And obviously I haven't healed 100% of like everything, right? But I live a much more fulfilling life. Even when I was broke and everything. When I'm broke, when I got no money, I still got a smile on my face. I still got that presence within me. I still got that fire within me. Because I'm healing myself, right? I haven't fully healed myself. I don't think it's 100% you fully heal yourself, but anyway, when you keep removing that dirt, you flow so fluently. And now I'm about to present to you the solutions. What are the solutions here? And as I just said, reading books. Reading books that make you be self-aware of where your wounds came from. And most importantly, that help you take action towards improving and healing yourself. And I'm going to link down the top 3 books that I read, right? And that you should read too. Completely for free, no charge, right? I'm just going to link them down and you download them. And it's really so important to fucking read these books. Read these books as if your life depends on it. Because trust me. I know, like, holy fuck, it's not even. It's so amazing how I can't even emphasize this in words. How important it is to like heal yourself and improve. It's like fucking important, but like really important. Like holy fuck, bro. I wish I could just jump out of the camera right now and just you fucking assholes. Just read the books. Read the books. one by one, page by page, with attention, full attention. Give yourself time, even 15 minutes a day. Read these fucking books. They help you become much more self-aware. And you'd be so shocked. You'd be so shocked in how messed up everyone is. And how messed up everyone is. And everyone is like a wounded animal. Everyone around this world is a wounded animal. And that's an unfortunate truth about succumbing to society. They'll make you think that, you know what, being like low confidence, being shy, being antisocial is actually okay. Just like I remember when I had Facebook, I used to like go to Facebook and like market people which I could help. By the way, I'm a coach. I help people like overcome social anxiety, etc., etc. So it's up in the description during my coaching program. Anyway, I used to market clients over there. I used to go to these groups where they could like introverts were filled, blah blah blah. They used to normalize, they create memes and how being introverted is literally normal. I hate people. People are so annoying. Part of being an introvert is blah, 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 blah. You glorifying and justifying how being an introvert is, and society makes it normal, and it's not even normal. When your environment is filled with wounded people, you think that it's also okay to be wounded, but nah. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to just slap you up and just tell you, bro, you're wounded. Here's how you heal yourself. The books mentioned down in the description would help you totally for free. I'm not even doing this for charge. But if you want something that's more advanced and my premium service, I'd appreciate the support. And obviously it's a win-win, right? You got social anxiety, I help you improve, but you give me cash, and yeah, I'm happy. Buy my girlfriend some gifts, yeah. And then as I just said, right, reading books. Then the second thing that just like played a huge important role into healing myself, right, is literally progressive systems through action. Progressive systems through action. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? Sure, reading books is okay, right? But the books that I listed down, right, they're actionable. They don't just educate you and all that. That's the trap. That's actually like the trap about this whole healing journey. You feel all sympathetic, all oh fuck. I was abused by my parents. Oh fuck me. And then after you start hating your mom, you start nah. The point here is not that you should hate your mom for abusing you. You should hate your dad for abusing you. You should hate your body. You should hate your teacher and all that. But it's literally healing yourself. Heal yourself through that. And what did I do? I did that through progressive systems by action. Just like cold approaching. Cold approaching was one of the best, right? And I know you're getting annoyed by me mentioning cold approaching through this whole channel, but fuck it, bro. Don't do it for the goals. Don't do it for goals, but do it for you. It's a number one way to heal yourself. I started cold approaching by saying hi to the girl. Whenever I found a cute girl, I knew that in the beginning I wasn't going to be able to talk to them. So I just started hi, and then hi, and some of them just kept quiet and all that. Then through highs, I started to like small talk. Small talk extended to longer, and then blah 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 and all that. Also just by strangers and all that. But progressive systems. Why progressive systems? So your current level really can't, especially if you got like low confidence, right? Low confidence. If you got low confidence, start improving your confidence to share action. When start in the class, start raising your hand up more, and then giving your answers. Start giving in speeches. Start being number one to give speeches. Start volunteering. Start going out publicly and talking and talking and talking, but in a progressive state which you can improve, and make sure those progressive systems are not too low to a point where you don't even make progress, and not too high that they can intimidate you, but in between, if you know what I'm saying. In between, they could make progress. It's just like being in the zone. Sorry. Have you heard about the zone? The zone is like this flow state wherever you're doing, like athletes, like footballers and basketball players, like they all be in the zone. And when the thing is like too hard for you, right, you won't be able to tap the zone. But also if the thing is like too low for you, don't even be able to also tap the zone. The zone is like in between. It's in between the lines. That's where you could make progress, and fluently progress. And yeah, and that was also has been accumulating to most of my growth and most of my healing. It's not through, I mean, I've healed through other stuff that are like social anxiety. Most of the time, I've healed through social anxiety without even knowing what caused it. I just, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna go over there. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I'm just gonna go over there, heal, and just improve myself. That's also one of the best ways you can do it through sheer action. Sheer action. You know, I don't want you to become this productivity nerd, this self-improvement nerd who always read books and all that. Action is really important, bro. Number three is doing something that scares you, and something that scares you, but that's in correlation to improving your confidence. Just like again, cold approaching, not just girls but strangers and all that. It scares you. You know that okay, if this thing scares you, that means it's a it's where you should improve, right? Also, I joining boxing, boxing and all that. That also helped through my confidence. It helps you also other stuff like confronting conflicts, blah blah blah, intimidation, not being afraid of intimidation, but it also improves your confidence. Just like public speaking. Public speaking is scary, but it improves your confidence. Talking to a girl, it's scary, but it improves your confidence. As long as you have a strong intention towards improving. I mean, sure, there's a lot of people just like going to the gym. There's a lot of people who go to the gym, but then they don't make gains because they just go there. But it's your intention that literally matters. When you do it with intention of improvement, the more you basically improve. So go out there, do something that scares you, but then that's also in correlation to healing and improving your confidence and your shyness, introvertedness, etc. So and finally, indoctrination. Indoctrination was, as you know, I just gave an example before, right, of how indoctrination can usually cause your social anxiety. But did you know that indoctrination has the power to also heal yourself from social anxiety? And as I said, indoctrination is the beliefs, ideas, and all that. That's influencing the type of person you are, your beliefs, your actions, your thoughts, and all that. And by consuming or by being indoctrinated by beliefs which give you power than rather take your power away is actually important towards healing yourself. Like for me, I had this mentality that what, fuck it. I'm not a shy person. Even though sure there's cap and all that, but that belief was like it made me. And as I said it with conviction, I said that with conviction. Fuck it, I'm a confident motherfucker, big dick energy, blah blah blah. I'm arrogant, yeah, and all that bullshit. The more I told myself that, the more I literally started to act out of it. I mean, belief is like really, it's a funny thing. Hey, believe something and yeah, just like there was a study done in like this other university that students who were told that they were sick, right? They ended up being sick because they're told and then they were believed that they were sick. But then two students which were sick and that they were told that they were being better started being better. So you act out what you believe and start indoctrinating yourself and surrounding yourself and consuming information that gives you power, right? That gives you power in your confidence, your social skills, etc. Because that gave me power. When I called the push calls, I told myself that fuck yeah, I'm gonna get the goal. I believed that I was gonna get the goal, and then sure, most of the time I attacked that with confidence, and that's the outcome. That's the outcome of how the positive indoctrination can help you. Read this book, The Power of Positive Thinking, blah blah blah. I remember Steve Harvey recommending it, right? But I haven't read it myself. I know it's kind of like fishy me recommending a book that I haven't read, but I know some people which have read about this, and when they read it, they literally started being much more optimistic about life. Started being much more positive, alive, and all that, right? But also, I believe that beliefs that when you indoctrinate beliefs that give you power over your low confidence, over your social anxiety, and all that, like you listen to with that one motivational YouTuber which goes like or TikTok or whatever thing or that one motivational quote, it gives you fire that fuck yeah, oh yeah. I just realized that being shy is actually bullshitting my life, actually bullshitting my life. Why have I been shy all this time? Fuck no. Just like I remember talking to this other guy. I told him, "Are you literally gonna allow yourself, your life, to be dictated about what other people think about you?" Then he was like, "Nah, fuck no. That sounds so stupid. And I've been doing this all this time. Thanks, brother." And then his actions started slowly improving and changing and all that. He started being much more free and outgoing and more authentic to his values. That's the power of indoctrination. Indoctrination has the power to change you. That's all for today. Hope you learned a lot and hope you also take action, right? Join my program for like advanced one-on-one coaching if you want help with like healing yourself from that socially anxious kid to now being that, fully confident, charismatic person around social interactions, who knows how to talk to girls, create meaningful relationships with people. Shake. I'm a guy with that. And yeah, subscribe too, because I create authentic videos, non-edited, no music, no nothing, right? Just for you, purely educational, just for the intent of helping you improve your life. I mean, it's a win-win. Subscribe, I'll get more views, more likes, more this and that, and obviously I help you improve. It's a win-win. No strings attached. Most importantly, join the program down below. I know what you're thinking. No, but money. Why should I pay money for free? Fuck, it's an advanced system. I'm giving you all this for free. What the fuck? Why are you doing this, motherfucker? Pay. Give me your money now, and I'll help you. It's a win-win. Ah. Yeah.